Thank you for joining us. The Polk County Sheriff's Office recently moved into a brand new facility. It includes some state-of-the-art training equipment.
Local 5's John Diaz takes us inside to show us how officers train to keep you safe.
624 Henry George, Sam. Looks like one occupant.
This nearly 360-degree simulator,
Get back in the house, ma'am.
in many ways, as close as officers can get to the real thing.
When you're surrounded by 300 degrees of screens, they're all active. I mean, we can have stuff going on 5 different screens. It's just, there's nothing comparable, and it's unlike anything that we've had in the past.
The program has about 300 scenarios, each with dozens of variations.
It's not easy to come up with 27 different scenarios for 27 different people, whereas this, it's already done for us, so we can really go through it and then take the time to critique it.
All controlled in real time by instructors who can choose where a deputy's encounter goes next.
It just depends on what we want as a deputy or the officer to interact with the machine. That tells us, basically gives us the idea of what we're going to do next.
The equipment deputies practice with the real deal, with lasers replacing live rounds and magazines with compressed air to mimic a firearm's recoil. The point to all this?
The fact that it's giving our officers a chance to utilize their de-escalation skills in a controlled environment so that it can hopefully better prepare them to go out into the real world and deal with these situations.
But there's more to learn, especially if you're not in law enforcement.
Goes right in.
That's why I tried my hand at it.
Kevin, can you hear me? My name is John. I'm with the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
You as the person in the middle, you've got to make the determination what you feel like is to save your life.
I ran through about half a dozen scenarios.
So you're being tripped to a possible domestic in progress.
Like a fish out of water.
Ah, darn it. Ah, darn.
I didn't do
We'll talk
well.
with you in just a second. Hold. Oh, geez. Okay. That went super fast.
Still going, John.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
As you're dealing with that, because that's what you were dealing with, that you thought as your perspective was, that's the escalated area, so I'm going to deal with it.
Right.
Bam, now we've got shots fired.
It's intense. Things move quickly. They can go from bad to worse in a flash, and there's no time to hesitate.
You kind of froze. No surprise, totally understand.
The simulator has another tool that measures a user's response time. The exercise is simple. Begin shooting as fast as you can when the target turns green. Stop the moment it turns red. How'd I do?
Another quarter of a second, and now you fired 3 rounds.
Until you experienced it, you had no idea. Now you have an idea, a little bit of an idea, what the officers go through on a day-to-day basis, what's expected of them, what the decisions that they're expected to make in a matter of a fraction of a second.
This $300,000 investment by the county comes down to this: your safety, my safety, deputies' safety.
Polk County is ever growing and changing, and it's going to be important that we stay in the front runners as far as technology goes with law enforcement around the country.
In Polk County, John Diaz, Local 5 News, we are Iowa.
Now, the Sheriff's Office is leasing this equipment from the developer, which means they expect to see regular updates to the system, including new scenarios and the very latest technology.